Hi, I'm Dr. Haley Perlus. Welcome to today's mental toughness moment. You know those times where it's really hard to see the bright side? You've heard to think positively, people are asking you to think positively. Sometimes you just can't. It's really hard to, in that moment, see the good stuff. Here's another technique, and the technical term is called countering. But in those moments when you can't see the positive, look at the statement, look at your private voice, think about the negative self-talk you're having, and just see if you can disprove it, even if it's just a little bit. So let's just take, a very easy example, and it doesn't matter what you do in your life, but I'm just going to take the example. I'll grab a runner and I'll say that I'm slow. And again, this will work not just in sports, not just in training, but in every aspect of your life, relationships, work as well. But let's just say I'm slow. Well, instead of trying to say, no, you're not, you're fast. I don't know that I'm necessarily going to believe that. I don't know that I can fake it till I make it. What might help me is countering and looking at that statement, I am slow, and seeing how I know it's not 100% reality. You're not slow in everything. Maybe you were slow in this mile run, but you weren't slow in longer distances, or you were slow because you didn't give yourself recovery. So of course you were slow because you just went out for, some runs the days before and you didn't give yourself adequate recovery. Or you're slow because you haven't trained. So you're not slow. You just haven't trained enough to be fast. See where I'm headed here? I'm looking at this negative self-talk, and instead of trying to make butterflies and rainbows out of it, which can work. So I'm not saying that type of reframing isn't possible and doesn't help. I do it a lot in my private practice, and I help people all the time reframe to something more positive and productive. But this is another technique, countering, where you look at the statement and you prove to yourself why it's not at least 100% the truth. You poke holes at it. And what that does is it allows you to be a little bit more open-minded instead of so stuck in that negative self-talk. It allows you to see that you're probably not doing yourself a service, that you're probably being too harsh on yourself, that you might be, we call it polarizing, really making it, or catastrophizing, making it much worse than it really is, and not as true as your self-talk makes it out to be. So think about a statement that you have, think about some negative self-talk, and by all means, see if you can look on the bright side. See if you can turn it around to think more positively. And if you get stuck and you just can't see it, look at that statement and see if you can poke holes in it so that it's not 100% true. Find little examples, find little areas. Look at those words and see, are you being a little bit harsh? Counter it. And that'll start the process of you being able to speak to yourself a little bit differently, and who knows what will come from that. If you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Leave them in the space provided. You can either subscribe right here or go to my website at drhaleyperlus.com. Be sure to get these weekly mental toughness moments. And when you go to my website, you can ask me a direct question. I'll get them and I will connect with you. And until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day.